Good morning, everyone. It's the top of the hour. Welcome to Unity of Tacoma. My name is Reverend Lori Irwin Johnson, and I use the pronouns she and her. And I am the spiritual leader here for today. So I'm excited to take us into this wonderful journey. We're going to be going into meditation, a lot of meditation today. And that is my topic for today. We also have something else that's happening here in the Pacific Northwest that for those of you that may be from a different part of the country may not get it, but today is Super Bowl Sunday. And so we are excited about our Seahawks being in the Super Bowl. So we are just holding them in our hearts and in our minds and in our spirit as we are uplifting them and seeing them victorious today. So very excited for those of us here in the Pacific Northwest who are football fans. And so if you visited us before, or if you're visiting us later in the week, you know what happened at the Super Bowl. So you already know that we were victorious. But you're always welcome here at Unity of Tacoma, no matter when you sign in, whether it's on Sunday or on Sunday evening, or maybe Wednesday or any time of the day. You can come in and take a look and hear the inspiration that comes through us as we meet here on Sundays. So last week we were talking about the science meet the sacred, and we're exploring the powerful connection that we have between our consciousness and our biology, how belief and prayer and meditation and intention influence not only our inner peace, but it has measurable results that in our body and our nervous system that help us to go deeper and to get into a space that actually shows that things are happening in our bodies and in our psyche. So I'm really excited about that. And we're going to be talking more about that. Today, we're going to focus mostly on meditation and how it actually rewires the brain structurally and functionally, and how it can change and support neural changes in emotional balance, resilience, healing, and our spiritual alignment as well. So we at Unity know that, and we've been doing that for a while, but there's a lot of new data that just came out. So I'm excited to share that with you. Before we go anywhere else, though, I would like to invite Victoria. Victoria, do you have announcements for us today?
There, I think I'm unmuted.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I had trouble finding me. Our announcement, first of all, I want to say that we had Sandwich Saturday yesterday and made our 100 sack lunches and includes some little Dove candy Valentines in the sacks. The people greeted us with open arms where we delivered at the Kingfisher at the end of the day. We had some new volunteers yesterday, and we welcomed them back again in coming months. And we have such a good time. And we work hard and we work fast, but we also laugh a lot. And it just feels good to be making a little bit of a difference in our corner of the world. The next upcoming person-to-person thing we're going to be doing is on Saturday, the 21st of February. And we'll be meeting at the Moore Library in Tacoma at 56th South and Pacific Avenue. We're going to meet from 10 to 1, and we'll be bringing potluck of finger foods, appetizers, something that's not messy. The library does not want messy food. So it's going to be snacking, and we might be doing some more art. In fact, I think we probably are doing some more art. And of course, we're going to kibitz and just talk and enjoy each other as we always do in a person-to-person activity. So as far as I know, that's what we're doing. In addition to that, on Thursdays, I'm sure Lori will talk more about it, but on Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 7, we're continuing Sunday's message in meditation and learning how to heal ourselves with the ammunition that our bodies already have, the spirit that we already have, and the spirit we join in with the universal spirit of love and peace and the kind of healing that is always with us. All we have to do is ask. All we have to do is listen. Take the time just to listen to our own bodies. They can tell us a multitude of things. And we do that on Thursdays for the next 6 weeks, 6:30 to 7. It's on a Zoom. If you're interested, let Lori know and she'll provide the Zoom access. It's the same one each Thursday. And hope to see you there.
Thank you.
Can I say something real
Yeah, if
quick?
you're interested in being part of that healing half hour that we do on Thursday evenings, please let me know. You can contact me at lori@unityoftacoma.org, and I would be happy to send you the link to join us on that evening. It's something that we are going to be doing. It's very casual. In fact, it's very contemplative. We spend a lot of time in meditation and some prayer and we do some spiritual reading. And I just think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to connect and to heal, help each other heal. So it's a good thing to do. So if you're interested, again, it's lori@unityoftacoma.org.
Also, I'd just like to tag on there that if you go to our YouTube page, Unity of Tacoma YouTube, Lori has presented a whole library of meditations that are just beautiful for all different purposes. Whatever strikes your fancy that particular day, it's there waiting for you.
Thank you. Thank you for that plug. Yes, for sure. There's lots of meditation on there that has been recorded that you can use. Some of it's short, some of it's a little bit longer, but all an opportunity for you to have guided meditation. Of course, any type of meditation works well, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But please go to our YouTube page, and you can certainly get a lot of different types of meditation. So thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that.
Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah. All right, so let's go into our prayer for protection. I will put the words on the screen for you, and let's say it together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. And wherever we are, God is and all is well. So as we're sitting in this time of prayer, let's just close our outer eyes. Take a breath. Let's settle in to what's going to be an opening experience. We're going to allow ourselves to settle into our bodies, to start opening our ears and minds and our hearts to what our body is trying to tell us. What is the body saying? And it's during this time of meditation and prayers when we're able to really listen. We can get into a space where we are connecting with that divine that is always whispering, always telling us what we need to do. And all we need to do is listen. We're going to hear more about meditation and how that gets us into that space. But before we move into that, I would like to hold everyone who is struggling today with whatever it is that they're struggling with, whether it be relational issues or health issues or psychological issues or social issues or anything that is on their hearts and minds today. I would just like to put them in the prayer circle. And we see them supported and loved, each and every person that is struggling. And we all struggle at some point in our lives, and that's part of the journey of healing, to accept that that is part of our journey, to love that space as well as we love the joyous ones. So it's with gratitude that we say thank you for the opportunity to have all these wonderful experiences as a human being, that we're able to experience the joy and also the sadness and the ups and downs of life, because that is what life is. There is the yin and yang of life, and there's always a bit of each that is within each situation. So even when we experience joy, we experience a little bit of sadness, but that's okay. That's part of the journey. So as we sit here, we say thank you Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to each and every person here on this call to be here, to share their energy, to share their light, to share their love. And so it is. Amen. I'd like to go into our affirmation for today. If you've seen this affirmation before, it's because I posted it on the Facebook outreach page that we have. And it's an affirmation from the Daily Word from earlier this week, from February 3rd. That's supposed to be February 3rd, not 23rd, 2026. And the affirmation is embracing my wholeness helps me heal. So let's say that together. Embracing my wholeness helps me to heal. And I'm going to read the daily word for that day because it's a wonderful daily word and it's very concise. And I thought it would be perfect. So it reads, whether for a medical, emotional, or relational part of my life, I find healing easier when I focus on what is right rather than what is wrong. I don't deny my problems and take every step I can to move towards solutions. Shifting my attention to the things that are going right helps me realize my wholeness, the spiritual perfection within me. I concentrate on the good and cultivate feelings of gratitude for blessings already present. I pray, giving thanks for the times my body and mind have healed from prior troubles and maladies. I feel vital energy coursing through my veins and every cell of my body responding, renewing, and expressing its full health. In this way, I know my wholeness anew. Our healing word for today is healing, and our affirmation, embracing my wholeness helps me to heal. Alice, I just want to take a breath for a moment before I move forward. I have a friend, Joni, who loves to take a moment for silence before she speaks. It's that pregnant pause that allows people to be ready for the information that's coming. And it allows us just to be able to process as well. Not just for the speaker, but also for the listener. It prepares you for what you need to hear. We're going to be talking about meditation today. And for Unity, anybody that's been in Unity for a long time knows that Unity has been talking about meditation and prayer a long time. It is the basis of what Unity has become. It is our thoughts that create the power that we have in our lives to focus on what it is that we would like to create. We are co-creators with our own experience, and we do this with spirit. But modern neuroscience and the research that I've been reading and that has been coming to my inbox, surprisingly, all of a sudden, it's illuminating how meditation shapes our brains. It changes the way we think, changes the way we are. It enhances the way we think and our cognitive ability and supports our transformation, not only cognitively and emotionally, but also spiritually. And all this can be measured now by science. In Unity, we understand that we are not separate from spirit or from the creative power that is within our own minds. We believe that prayer and meditation is not just a spiritual ritual, but it is a tool for co-creation. And it aligns us with that divine intelligence that's with us all the time. Our spiritual teacher, Myrtle Fillmore, the one who created and co-founded Unity, once said that meditation aligns us with the presence and power of spirit that's already active within us. And neurobiology is now showing that meditation does more than quiet the mind. It changes the architecture and the function of the brain itself. I'd like to really put an emphasis on that because you can change the architecture and the structure of your own brain. At one time, they believed that once we learned, we couldn't learn anymore, and we deteriorated after we got to be a certain age. We were like old dogs that couldn't learn new tricks. But in fact, that's not the case at all. In fact, our brains are continuing to expand and grow and evolve each and every moment of each and every day of our entire lives. Think about that. And with the neurobiology data that's coming out right now, we know that we can change our own brain structure and to be able to live the best life that we can using the tools that we have learned about in Unity and have been using all this time. But if you're like me, I get into a space of, okay, so I know this stuff works. And then I get into my real life. And then I go about my life and I forget. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should meditate. But I'm really busy. I have X, Y, and Z I have to do today. So I'll just wait and do it later. And then later comes, and then I have other things I've got to do, or I'm too tired. And so meditation doesn't become a priority. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just do it in the morning. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then you continue to do that. And sometimes you meditate and sometimes you don't. And that's okay. We get into everyday life and that's the way it goes. But when we start thinking of meditation as a tool for changing our brains and to be able to enhance what it is we're experiencing, isn't that super cool? We have this wonderful ability to do exactly what we need to do without much work. Meditation isn't really much work. All we have to do is do it. And we just have to commit to it. And it's deep healing that happens. It's not just coping. We're actually changing the way our brains work. So I'd like to, before we go on any further with my talk, I'd like to go into some meditation. We're going to do a body scan meditation that's going to get you into a space of that space of healing. And then I'm going to come back to my talk and I'm going to talk a little bit more. And I think you're going to feel more and more of it in your body as an understanding instead of just something that I'm saying to you. So if you would like, this meditation is a little bit longer than our normal meditation. This one's about 9 to 10 minutes. But we're going to do this body scan meditation. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to do the message, finish the message. And then we'll come back for a better meditation that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit further. So are you ready? All right. So let me share my screen again. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position, seated or lying down. And allow your eyes to gently close. Take a deep breath in through your nose. I'm sorry, could you hear that? I don't think it's very loud. Okay. Let me try again.
I'd like it to be louder.
And okay. Again, inhale. And exhale. Let's try that again. With each breath, let your body become soft. There we go. Is that better? Let's begin by finding a comfortable position, seated or lying down. And allow your eyes to gently close. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. And again, inhale and exhale. With each breath, let your body become soft and relaxed. Let the weight of the day melt away as you arrive fully into this present moment. Now bring your awareness to your body. Feel the contact between you and the surface that you're sitting on. And notice how it fully supports you. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just this moment, just your breath. Begin to imagine a warm golden light that's coming down from above you. This light is soft and radiant, like sunlight in the early morning. It's gentle, nurturing, and filled with a sense of peace. You may begin to feel its warmth just above your head. As you inhale, imagine this golden light slowly pouring down through the crown of your head. A soothing warmth that relaxes and heals. Allow it to move down over your forehead, smoothing away any tension there. Down over your eyes and softening them. And all the while it brings stillness to your mind. This golden light moves into your cheeks and jaw, melting any tightness or tension. You may feel a soft warmth in your ears, as though the world is becoming quieter, more peaceful. Feel the light flowing down through your neck and shoulders, gently releasing the weight you've been carrying. Let your shoulders drop just a little bit more. Just let go. Now imagine this healing light flowing into your chest. With each breath, your heart space expands. Calm, open, and steady. You may feel warmth, tingling, or maybe just a sense of ease. This light continues to move into your arms, down past your elbows, through your wrists and into your hands. Allow your hands to rest gently with your palms open, ready to receive peace and healing. As the light moves through your torso, it gently wraps around you, bringing relaxation, restoration, and balance to everything within you. Now feel this golden glow moving into your hips, down into your legs, your knees. Any tightness, any discomfort softens and releases into the earth. The light continues into your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Feel the soles of your feet gently buzzing, vibrating, connected, grounded, and held. You are now completely filled with light. From the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Breathe in this peace and exhale anything that no longer serves you. And from this brilliant light, you bring to mind a beautiful meadow. The earth beneath you is soft, supportive, and cool to the touch. Above you, the sky is vast and open, and you feel a gentle breeze brush across your skin. You hear the sounds of the day, birds singing softly in the distance. You smell the scent of wildflowers and earth. You taste the sweetness of the stillness of your breath. And from this place, you receive deep healing and wholeness. The earth knows how to hold you. The air knows how to soothe you. The light knows how to fill you. Stay in this space for a few more breaths. Just being open, grounded, and at peace. Now slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feeling your body within the space that you started in. Allowing yourself to feel supported on the surface that you're on. You may want to wiggle your fingers and toes to wake them up. And notice the rhythm of your own breath. And feel the steadiness of your heart. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. Carry this sense of calm and healing with you throughout the day, knowing it is always here, within you, ready when you need it. Namaste. And as we come back from that meditation, do we feel more grounded, more connected, or do we feel a little spacey and maybe not quite together? There's no right or wrong way to do meditation. The only thing that you really have to remember is to do it. There are many different types of meditation. There's mindfulness meditation, there's Vipassana meditation, there's mantra meditation, there are all kinds of different types of meditation. That was a guided meditation. Whatever works for you is what works for you. When I started meditating years ago, I thought I had to have the specific mantra. I had to say the right things, sit the right way, have all the right equipment, because you had to have a special little stool to sit on and to do all that meditation. I can tell you right now that my knees and my legs did not like the stool. So I had to figure something else out. So I got a yoga mat. And the yoga mat worked really well as long as I put a pillow underneath my bottom. And so I didn't feel like I was sitting right on the floor. So adjusting how comfortable you are, whether you're sitting in your chair, you're sitting on your couch, lying in your bed, because I know that some people say don't do meditation while you're lying down, but sometimes when you have chronic illness or something that prevents you from sitting up for a long time, meditation while lying down is how you do it. It's absolutely fine. There is no wrong position to do meditation. You might go to sleep, but it was always Deepak Chopra that would say, and I remembered this because it was something that I was struggling with. And he would say, if you go to sleep, that meant your body needed sleep more than meditation. And so I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's okay. It allows you the opportunity to heal either way. So in meditation, you are in a space of healing, whether you realize it or not. It goes from this regular state of waking state to using a specific networks in the brain that allow you to get into that space of healing. So there's something called the default mode network. Has anybody heard of that before? The default mode, it kind of sounds like some kind of app or something on your computer or your phone. You know, it's a default mode. But your body and your brain has one of those, and it's active when we're engaging in something. So if we're working on a task, or if we're working towards solving a problem, or we're thinking about things that have to do with the future, or ruminating on the past, all of that collects in that area. And it often also allows you to think of I and me and mine. So it's that identification of self-reference. You know, it dominates the mind. So not only are you problem solving, you're doing tasks, you're thinking about what happened, you're ruminating about the future, you are thinking about I, me, and mine. This is what's going on in this default mode. But there's also another space that we use a lot that we don't talk about as much. And it's when we're not in that hypervigilant state, because when we're in that default mode, we are working on our task. We are hyper attuned into what it is we're doing. But the latest research is showing us that there are changes that we can make through meditation that get us out of that hyper focus. They get us out of that space. And when we're out of that space, we're able to get into this calming space for a short period of time. Now, everyone thinks, oh, I'm going to go into meditation. I'm going to go in for 20 minutes and my mind is not going to wander, and I'm going to do it this time. This time, I'm not going to think. That will never happen, because our brains are designed to think. That's its job. And so it's supposed to do that. It's like asking the heart, wait a minute, let's not beat for a few minutes. We need to take a break. The brain is constantly working. So you can't shut off the thoughts that are floating around. You can't shut off the emotions that are coming up, because that's part of what happens in your brain and your body. And that's what happens without your cognitive control. And I'm just going to say this, it's all about not being in control. Everyone thinks that we have to control how we act, how we think, how we feel, how we behave. And yes, we need to behave. It's not like we don't have social rules. However, we're not in control. We can fix our behavior. We can change the way we respond, but we can't change what it is that our body is doing unless we open up our hearts, open up our minds, get into a space of healing. And that allows, and allowing is the key word here, allows allows healing to come through us. That's when the body does its thing. The body knows what to do. We've known this throughout our lives. We scrape our knee, it gets a little bloody, we clean it up, we put a Band-Aid on it. In a couple of days, we remove the Band-Aid and it's already started to heal. It's almost gone. I don't think I had anything to do that. Maybe I prevented an infection by cleaning it out, but I didn't do anything to heal. That was my body healing. That divine energy that moves through us, that keeps us going, whether you call it divine energy, you call it chi, you call it prana, you call it whatever it is. This is the animating force that keeps us alive. And our body is the temple with which our souls reside. And so that temple keeps running even when we're not thinking about it, when we're sleeping, when we're meditating, when we're in that default mode, when we're hyper focused on something, the heart still beats, we still breathe, we're still able to get into that space of, okay, all the digestion happens without us. We don't have to think about those things. We have a miraculously beautiful body, and we need to remember, at least this is what I try to tell myself, I need to remember that it can do what it needs to do. It has its own default mode outside of my psychological default mode, that default mode of allowing the body to heal itself. And it can. No matter how old you are, no matter what's happening. I want to use my friend, and even at the end of life, I want to use my friend Paul. My friend Paul recently lost his battle with cancer. But I tell you, that man was a walking miracle. When he learned he had cancer years ago, and he had been going through all the treatments and doing all the things, it was stage 4 at that time. It was 2 years ago. And he worked really hard, and he got to a point where he was working again and very seemed to be thriving until Christmas time came around. It was about Thanksgiving. And his body said, nope, I'm not doing it. And then his brain said, okay, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it anymore. This is the end. But with the power of his prayer, with the power of his meditation, with the power of the support and love of his family and unity, because he had the whole unity movement practically at Unity headquarters in his corner, he did something miraculous. That his body, which his intestines had started to deteriorate, and so he wasn't able to digest anymore. And they didn't think he would survive surgery. He went through surgery anyway. He survived the surgery, and he thrived throughout the holidays so he could spend the last holiday with his family. He even came back to work after we thought that it was the end of his time. Now, eventually the body gets tired and it says, well, I can't do that anymore. And then it's time to move on. And it was his time to move on just recently. But his body was an example of what a true miracle it is. that it allowed him to have extra time with his family, allowed him to enjoy eating again. They didn't think he'd ever be able to eat again, to have holiday meals and to spend time with the loving support of his family. It was a true miracle. So even though we all have bodies that will get tired and be done at some point, there is always a little bit more. There's always something there. And the body always wants to live and thrive and be the best it can be. So meditation gets us into a space where we move away from that default mode where we're so hyper-focused on what's going on in our world, and we just allow the body to do what it's doing. Now, when we sleep, we also go through that time of healing because we're not conscious of it. We're not getting in its way. So the brain is working and the body is working to heal itself during that time. That's why sleep is just as important as meditation. Getting enough sleep is so important for that healing that needs to happen. Now, meditation, I think of is like waking sleep. In fact, the body scan that we did was a type of yoga nidra, which is yogic sleep. And what it means is that you allow the body to go into a state of healing while you're awake. And that's what meditation allows us to do. Allows us to get into a meditative state while we're awake. And now there's recent research that came out by Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I talked about last week, but today I'm going to bring up someone else. And his name is Dawson Church. Now, Dawson Church has been doing a lot of study on meditation, and it's really exciting because they found with his specific technique it's called eco meditation, that they found that doing this type of eco meditation, which is more of a secular type of meditation, so it's not really religiously oriented, but it does focus on all of the things that you need to do in order to get yourself into a healing state. And in 30 days, the research that they did showed that the changes in the body were similar to those changes in the body of meditators that have been doing it for a full year when they've only been doing it for 30 days. So the meditation can work and have significant results in 30 days that are similar to if you've meditated for a long period of time. So it can happen. The beautiful changes in our body can happen in that short a period of time, just like it did for my friend Paul, just like it does for us each and every night. It brings us into a state of healing and allows us to get to a place where we don't have to think about it. We just do, and we just be. And so I would like to go into meditation one more time. This time, we're going to be doing Dawson Church's eco meditation, which is a beautiful meditation. But you need to remember, this is 20 minutes long. So 20 minutes means that you have to be ready and available. If you get tired during the meditation and you just can't do it anymore, you can step away and come back. But I would recommend that you stay. It's much easier than you think it is. Once you're in it, it doesn't seem like 20 minutes at all. So try this meditation, and then when we come back, we'll have a discussion about it because I would really like to hear what you feel and how you experience that. So, hi, Terry. It's nice to see your lovely face. All right. Now that I was just distracted by that, thanks, Terry. I'm going to turn on the meditation.
Feel the breath flowing naturally in and out of your body. Feel the natural rhythm of your own breath as it flows gently in and out. Cross your hands over your heart and imagine letting go of anything and everything that stands between you and complete inner peace. Tap lightly with the fingertips of the hand closest to your skin and affirm with me, I now release anything and everything that stands between me and inner peace. Switch hands, tap again. I now release anything in my mind, anything in my heart, anything in my body that stands between me and inner peace. Stop tapping, relax your hands. Eyes gently closed, and relax your tongue on the floor of your mouth. Let your tongue be completely relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Feel the space inside your hands. Feel the space inside your feet. Feel the space inside your arms. Feel the space inside your legs. Feel the space inside your torso. Feel the space inside your neck and your head. Feel the space inside your whole body. And picture the big empty space behind your eyes. If any thoughts arise during this meditation, simply let them go like clouds drifting across the sky. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, slow your breathing down to 6 seconds per in-breath, 6 seconds per out-breath, and breathe in and out through the area of your heart. Imagine your breath flowing in and out through your heart. 6 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Notice how relaxed your tongue is on the floor of your mouth. Notice the big empty space behind your eyes. Breathing in and out through your heart. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. And feel the energy of your heart. Feel the beautiful, loving energy in the center of your chest. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. 6-second in breaths. 6-second out breaths. Energy in the center of your chest. And now imagine a beam of that energy extending out from your body and connecting with a person or a place that makes you feel wonderful. Picture this energy beam going from your heart to the heart of a person or a place that makes you feel great. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. Six-second in-breaths through your heart and 6-second out-breaths through your heart. Notice the qualities of the energy beam connecting your heart with their heart. Notice the color, the shape, the texture of this energy beam, connecting your heart with their heart as you breathe. 6 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. Breathing in through your heart. Breathing out through your heart. And this beam of love flowing from your heart to their heart. Notice again the qualities of this love beam connecting your heart with their heart. Notice the color, the texture, the shape of your love beam. As you breathe in through your heart, 6 seconds, and out through your heart, 6 seconds. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. big empty space behind your eyes. Breathing in, breathing out. And now gently draw your energy back into your own heart and feel the strength of that beautiful love energy in the center of your chest. Your heart energy. Breathing in to your heart, 6 seconds. Breathing out from your heart, 6 seconds. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. Feeling your heart energy. And now direct a beam of heart energy toward a place in your own body. It might be a place in pain. It might be a place that has low energy. It might be a part of your body you struggle with, or that's sick. Direct your heart energy now toward that part of your body and surround that part of your body with this beautiful ray of energy from your heart. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. Breathing in 6 seconds through your heart. Breathing out 6 seconds through your heart. Bathing this part of your body in love from your own heart's energy. Feel that part of your body absorbing that love. Feel that part of your body accepting that love. Feel that part of your body being permeated by that love. Feel the loving connection between your heart and your body. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. Breathing in through your heart, 6 seconds. Breathing out through your heart, 6 seconds. Feeling your heart energy. Feeling that beam of love going from your heart to that part of your body that needs your love. Feel that energy beam. Feel your heart. Feel that part of your body connected to your heart with this loving energy. Tongue relaxed on the floor of your mouth. Big empty space behind your eyes. And now gently start to return your attention back to your whole body. Feel the space inside your hands. Feel the space inside your feet. Feel the space inside your whole body. Notice the big empty space behind your eyes. Feel your breath flowing naturally in and out through your heart. Feel the weight of your body and all the places it makes contact with the surface holding you up. Notice the qualities of that surface. And with the next few breaths, prepare to bring your attention back into your environment. Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Feel the surface on which you sit. And with the next 3 breaths, start to open your eyes. Look around you with soft, gentle eyes. Notice the largest green-colored object you can see. Notice the largest brown-colored object you can see. Notice the largest square object you can see. And notice the smallest circular object that you can see. Look at the object closest to you. Look at the object furthest away from you. And return your attention to your environment, to your surroundings, fully. Feel how good it feels to give your body the space of relaxation, the space of attunement, the space of being with the breath, and the space of being in love with yourself, with others, and with the whole of creation. You deserve to feel this good. You deserve to feel this connected. And to close our time in meditation, cross your hands over your heart and gently tap with the fingertips closest to your heart. as you breathe, affirm with me, I deserve to feel this good. I deserve to feel this good any time I choose. Switch hands. I created this wonderful feeling of inner peace in my body, heart, and mind. And I can recreate this wonderful feeling any time I choose. Look around you, stop tapping, relax your hands, and fill your heart with gratitude at the wonder of being alive. Thank you.
There were a lot of things that were happening and during that meditation. So many things that allow your brain to do so much healing in your body that I always love this one. So the thing with this meditation is that Dawson Church is has put together a lot of different things. He's put together Kundalini yoga. He's put in a lot of heart math breathing. That's 6 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Breathing through your heart. That's heart math. Allowing your tongue to settle on the bottom of your mouth, which is another thing that activates the vagus nerve and allows your body to calm. There's a lot of things he put into this to allow that to happen. And like I said, with the results that he had from the studies that they've done, they can see results in people in 30 days that are similar to what meditators who've been doing it for a long period of time can see in their bodies. So if you think you're getting it too late, you're not. It's time to start. You can start today. And that is my message for today. Start doing your meditation. Start getting to a space where you can allow yourself to be. So as I end the service today, we'd like to affirm that Spirit is always with us, always works through our bodies, allows us to be exactly what we need to be, knows what needs to be done. We just need to get out of its own way. Allowing that energy to flow through us, open up the channels and allow it to come through us. And we can align ourselves with our greatest good with not too much effort. In fact, it's less effort to align than it is to fight. So allow yourself to give yourself peace of mind, the peace of your brain, the peace within your brain, the peace within your body, the peace within your nervous system, and the peace within your spirit. And if you do so, you'll be better for it. And